Well, welcome back everyone. In today's video, we're going to show you a brand new sponsor to our channel, Anderson Hitches. We're going to show you how the proper way to install the Anderson Ultimate Connection hitch. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss it.
You ready? All right, guys. Today we've got our Anderson hitch in from Anderson Hitch. It's their 3rd generation hitch. They sent it to us to try out. I want to stress too that it says support U.S. job, made in USA.
Yes.
So that's why we're doing it. So we'll cut this open. As you can see, I got Tucker out here to help me, because everything's Tucker approved in this household.
Yes, it has to be Tucker approved.
Cut that out. That box there should be the hitch for the RV. All the paperwork and another little hitch piece in there. All right. Let me kick this box out of my way. I'm just set that up on the truck. And guys, it does say here tailgate. This goes towards the back of the truck, not the front. You got your ball here for the RV, which it has 2 settings here. You got top setting and bottom setting. I have to check measurements, but I think right there will be good for us. You also got set screw tighten down and hold it in there. This here is to lock your breakaway cable away. You hook your breakaway cable there so it stays locked in. Now let's from Anderson. This here, see what it is. I guess I could look at the packing list, but that ain't no fun. For those of y'all who do not know what this is a lockout kit. Because ours has got the flex hitch on it where the hitch rotates up and down. This locks it out, keeps it steady so it ain't moving all the time. So it's not working against your ball and your hitch and all that good stuff. So we'll show putting that on. We'll get ready to put that on. This here is going to be I think the knife's dull. We're packing this awful good. This here is the safety chain. Keeper that drops down over the ball. Like that. And yes, for anybody wondering, we did get safety chains with it. We got eye bolts to put up on when we put the hitch on, which will let the, I'm trying to remember. These here will go in like this. Goes in like that. Safety chain go in like that. Which we'll show you all that after a while when we put it on. And then of course this chain here will hook in this plate here. Like that. That thing's awful big. We may do something different on that. But here's the instruction booklet. Tells you how to put it in there and stuff. And see them eyelets go up on that when you put it up there. And you hook your chain. You need to put your hooks up there. You can put the other piece up in there, whichever way you want to go with it. Instruction for the lockout, which we will use. And that's the hitch that goes on the RV. That's your cable you put up on there so you can pull your cable to lock it and release it. Go out in there, tighten it down. You put that up on the RV and that locks it in. That'll lock it onto your ball up there. So we'll show you putting all this on here in a little bit. We just wanted to get it unboxed for right now, see what it all looks like, make sure it's all there. And we'll start putting it all together here. We'll show you the finished product when we're done. Put this on here because it says pivoting head, controls chucking. In other words, when you stop, it kind of rocks like that, keep it from jerking your fifth wheel and stuff. All right, we're going to mount the hitch on the kingpin here. First thing we're going to do is take these out. And I'll show you why here in a minute. Put that in my back pocket. I don't need it. We'll take this other one out here. Don't need it. Now what we are going to use is the ones for the safety chains. And you want to watch how you put these in, or you make a big boo-boo. And what we're going to do is slide this up over the kingpin like that. Put this bolt here in like that. Put this flat washer and lip washer back on it. And it's just to snug them so you don't crack nothing. So that's all we're going to do is just put them up there snug. Okay, that one's on. We put that one on like that so it won't hit the cable. And the other one goes in the opposite way. Hang on, I think I got a little snug. Make sure you got both holes lined up before you go snug them down. Or you have to loosen it up and redo it like I did. This here, I'm not really sure where I'm going to go with it yet. You have to go there. Bring it around and go like this right here. So I can reach into the side. We'll get that figured out when we put it up on the truck. on how we're going to do that. Now I'm going to snug these two down first before I do anything else. Okay, that's snug. Now we'll snug this one the same way. That's snug. And I'll be right back. And these get torqued at 40 psi, I think. Yep, 40 foot-pounds right there. And everybody don't freak out. I'm going tomorrow and get the right Allen wrench to torque this with. This is just here put up there for looks. Five, four, three, two, one. All right, today we're going to install our Anderson hitch in the bed of the truck, show you how we do it, and we're going to show you how we put the hitch on the RV and torque them all down. Now, in case you're wondering how this thing works, you slide your ball's already in the truck. This tube sits down over the ball. This pin will slide down through that hole right there, which you put a pin on it right here to hold it. And then you'll torque it down and pull pressure up against that ball to hold the ball. And we'll show you all that here in a minute. But basically just want to show you how it went in there. The pin sits in there like that and holds it. So without any further ado, I'll climb up there and we'll put it in. Whenever you're ready. All right, being we got this Western Hauler bed on here, I have to put my ball in a little bit different than everybody else. So we slide it over here. I get it squared up. Hold on. Thing's a tight fit. So it's got to go in just a certain way to work. Voila. Because that hitch is 29 5/8 inches wide. And that bed was 29 1/2 inches wide, so we had to grind the undercoating off of it and some of the diamond shape off of it to get it fit. So we'll put our pin in here. I'll put that there. And then Susan go around on that side of the truck here. And we're going to torque these at 60 psi. So you just pull this one up until it gets tight. It says torque it between 60 and 70. We're going to do it at 60 at first. There, it just broke. Then you screw these two in, and they get torqued at 60 also. So we'll do that one. We'll come back and do this one up till it's tight. We'll just kind of work back and forth here until we get them where we want them at. There, that one just popped at 60. That one popped at 60. Of course, this one here popped at 60. We're good. Stop. We got our ball set the height we want. We've got that tight. And we just tightened it to what we thought. We didn't torque it because we didn't want to strip nothing out in there. We got us a little latch down here for our breakaway cable to hook to. And then we got our safety chain hooks down there. Now we'll go to the RV. All right, we got the boat back there. We get that on there. And on these here, they say tighten them tight, but don't tighten them too tight and strip them out. Because they have a nylon bushing in the nut to keep them locked on there. If you tighten it too tight, you'll strip that out and they'll come off or come loose, and we don't want that. Like I say here again, we got to feed it through this channel or this bracket here, back here and into this piece back here. Put the flat washer on it, put the Teflon washer on it, Teflon nut on it. I may have to go get a wrench to hold that. Tighten that one up snug, and we'll go to the other side and do it the same way. I'm gonna have to get a wrench to hold that socket, won't hold it. When you're ready. Go. Alright, we pretty well got it centered up, lined up where we want it at. Kind of snugging all these little bolts up with a ratchet. Now we'll put it on the torque wrench. And they say torque them at 40 foot-pounds. If you look right there, it says 40 foot-pounds. So we'll back this thing off to 40. Which is right there. We'll start with this back corner here. Snug that one up again. Snug that one up. Snug that one up. Snug. Snug them all up again. That one just popped to 40. That one popped to 40. That one popped to 40. And that one popped to 40. Now on these eye bolts, they say just snug them up, because if you get them too tight, you can break the plastic, or you can break that aluminum housing inside. So we just snug them up tight. We brought our cable up here. Drill one hole in it for right now until we get it on the truck and see if that's going to work or not. If not, we'll move it. If it does, we'll put another hole in it to leave it. And now, for the lockout kit, it says measure. See which one is the shallowest or the smallest hole, and that's where the small one goes. And it's going on the back side, right in there. And what this does is keep that from pivoting and chucking. It'll pivot a little bit, but not much. They say if it pivots too much on this Anderson hitch, that rubber seal in there will move and it'll run your hitch. Possibly the hitch in the truck and the hitch on the RV both. So we'll put the lockout on it. And here comes the hard part. You stick this one up here. And you got to feed these bolts back through this channel right here, which can be a pain sometimes. And then you got to hit this back bolt back here, back bracket back here, which I just hold that lid a little bit better. All right, my socket ain't deep enough, so we're just gonna wrench in both of them. This works too because this way I won't over tighten them, strip them out. And I don't know about anybody else, but when we first pull, we're gonna go about 50 miles, 20 to 50 miles. We'll stop. We'll check the torque on the 3 bolts on the truck. We'll check the 4 bolts underneath here. We'll also check these 2 bolts here. And we'll check our eye bolts for our safety chain, make sure everything's still torqued good. And then we'll probably pull about 150, 200 miles and retorque them again. And after that, I probably won't torque them anymore, maybe about 400 or 500 miles out. Because as you go down the road, everything's going to shift and move on you. So definitely retorque everything after the first 50 miles and then probably another 100 miles after that. And then like I said, I'll probably go 400 or 500 miles after that. If I torque them after the first 50 and nothing moves, I'll probably go 200, torque them. If nothing moves after that, then I probably won't torque again to probably about 500 miles, double check everything. Because there's nothing wrong with checking everything, make sure everything's good to go. That's good and tight. That's good and tight. Now if you notice over here, I put the eyelet back here in the back instead of the front so it wouldn't hit that. So it don't hit your cable release. Now on these chains, you can do them one of 2 ways. You can do them like this. The paperwork shows they'll work either way. You can do it like this and hook this to the truck like that, or you can hook them like this and hook this to the piece in the truck, which is the way I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put these on the truck so when I get done I can just pop the chains off, throw them up behind my hitch. I don't have to worry about people you know, having the chains hanging there. You know, that way they're trying to steal them when we're gone or something. They'll be with the truck all the time, so I won't have to worry about that. We do have the cable up here, which that's locked, it won't move. If you get in here and look, when you unlock it underneath here, unlock it and pull, see how it pulls out. Same thing, I'll get to my ball and show you. Pause it. Like I said, when you pull that cable out, it pulls that piece back, so you can sit down on the ball. You shove it in, it catches your ball and holds your ball in there. You can turn this up here and lock it, that way it won't come out while you're going down the road. So you can release it, pull the cable, drop it right out. It's going to make it easier to hook and unhook. And then we go back up here. Put it in the top hole. you're up that high, which we don't need. We put it in the second setting right there. It should be the right height for us. Because with the other hitch, it was 17 inches from there to top of the fifth wheel where the plate set on it. This here is right at pretty close to 17. I'd have to double check it here. Let me get my yardstick and we'll see what it is. From the truck bed up, we're right at 17.5 inches. So, time you sit down on it, we ought to be about right height. Everything will be good to go. And like I said, I can't stress this enough, guys. After the first 50 miles, stop, check the torque on all your 3 bolts on here, and check your torque on in your pin. Make sure your pin's still in and locked good. Make sure your 4 bolts on your hitch is torqued still at 40. They didn't move on you. And this one back here, which also helps seat your ball. Like I say, this one here, I just snug it up. That'll be good. And here's my chain piece down here to hook my safety chains to. And that's the installation of the 3rd generation Anderson hitch, which is narrow than what the original one is, so it don't take up too much room. That's why we was able to put it in here. And to me, I like pulling with Anderson because we've had one before. They're easier to hook up. They pull great. There's no jerking and chucking or anything. It sits on there real good. And you do not have to grease the ball. That's a non-greasable ball and non-greasable hitch. So don't get grease all over you every time you do it. And the way I'm set up now is I can pull an RV, or if somebody has a horse trailer or flatbed trailer they need pulled, all we got to do is take loose this up, pop it out. We got the ball to pull it with. So we kind of want to make the truck multi-purpose for different things. And also we went from a 15,000 pound hitch to a 24,000 GTWR with a 4,500 pound tongue weight, where the other one had a 3,500 pound tongue weight. So you never know what we're going to do in the future. Susan's wanting to buy a toy hauler. I keep telling her we don't need it. But, you know, how women are, they usually win the battles.